up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Send your money instantly. Safety is guaranteed. It don't matter how far it is. It reaches safe and quickly. Pay your water bills immediately. And also pay for DSTV. Or top up airtime real quickly. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Hi, I am Mr. Money, and I bring you Airtel Money, the fastest, safest way to send money, pay bills, top up, and more. With Airtel Money, you can do more instantly.
Airtel Money. Simple, secure, instant.
Apple Max. Take it to the max.
Want to just get out of town with your friends and family? Are you having a corporate getaway and have no adequate transport? Then this here is what you need to listen to. A brand new 35-seater Yutong luxury bus is now up for hire at an affordable and negotiable rate. It comes fully equipped with aircon, TV for your relaxation, music soothing your trip, and DVD players to give you variety. Book now by calling 0955 0966 or 977 844 141.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique? 100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness. Chipsy potato chips. We know you'll love them.
Hey girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real, cause you look so free, so let's chill. Have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Pure Jungle.
Thank you for joining us and a warm welcome to Prime TV Main News. To present it, my name is Daniel Tonga. We take a look at what is making the headlines. Zambians storm Zambian consulate in DRC demanding for money. Zambia police deny searching Winter Kabimba's office. Political circus has taken root in PF charges MMD. And in foreign news, U.S. forces target Al-Shabaab in Somalia. These and many more stories. Join me after this. And now the news in detail. Zambians living in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, are reported to have stormed and occupied the Zambian consulate in demanding for their money. The Zambians are said to have contributed money to the Zambian officials in DRC to help build schools, but they ended up misusing the money. Speaking during a meeting at the Foreign Affairs Office, a chairman for Zambians in Katanga region, Samuel Mumba, says the total amount contributed with interest accrued stands at 38,800 United States dollars. Mr. Mumba says Katanga region has about 20,000 Zambians living there with difficulties in accessing education. He says the money has been missing for 49 years and Zambians in DRC are now demanding to be repaid. We have more in the following report.
Zambians living in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, are reported to have occupied the Zambian embassy demanding for money. The Zambians in that country are said to have contributed money towards building of schools, but the money went missing. Today, a representative, Samuel Mumba, of Zambians living in the DRC, met Foreign Affairs Permanent Secretary George Zulu to seek an audience.
Yari ni prome karamba sana kuri utintana na ba mubutu pakutira twikale na fino na ifino tuemoneka pantu twakulira kulia ku Congo.
It is well known that Zambians in the late 1960s had contributed to building a school for their children, as Mobutu Sese Seko did not allow Zambians to be educated with their Congolese children. And speaking and addressing the issues, Mr. George Zulu indicated that he will visit the DRC to seek help on how to resolve the issue.
It has dragged on, and because government had not refunded them, they decided to occupy a Zambian office where they are until today. They are demanding that until this money is paid, they will not vacate the government premises in Congo. So we said this is not the way Zambians conduct themselves. This is not the way we live. This is not part of our culture. We have got to bring them here so that we can talk.
The question that now begs an answer is that where did the money contributed towards the building of a school in the Democratic Republic of Congo go? Gwen Mwila reporting for Prime TV News in Lusaka.
Thank you very much, Gwen, for that report. The opposition movement for multi-party democracy says the firing of Winter Kabimba from his position as Justice Minister is just a continuation of the circus that Zambians have become accustomed to under the Patriotic Front government. Speaking in an interview, MMD Director in the Office of the President, Raphael Nakachinda, says though there is cause for the public to celebrate the dismissal of Mr. Kawimba, PF still remains a troubled party. He says there is need for the police to reflect on whether the firing of Mr. Kawimba was done in the best interest of the nation or it is just a continuation of the wrangles of the party's two factions. Mr. Nakachinda says it would be good for the people to wait and see if there will be any changes on burning issues such as the Public Order Act. Joint Country Program JCP says there is need to have a constitution that will guarantee more power to women. JCP Director Margaret Machila says a constitution will help more women to take up decision-making positions. Ms. Machila adds that without a proper constitution in place, it would be difficult to ensure that women are empowered. She indicates that women play a very important role in society and empowering them can help develop the country. Ms. Machila was speaking in an interview with Prime TV. She adds that very few women have decision-making positions in Zambia, which has affected them to contribute effectively.
So nationally, we cannot have gender equality achieved in this country without a constitution. So the constitution, during the drafting of the constitution, the churches played a key role in contributing, in suggesting on how in each of the articles of the national constitution that gender is mainstreamed. So gender in this country, unless the constitution is enacted and compels, for example, the political actors to consider gender in their listing of their candidates, the actors will not be compelled. And similarly, within the churches, in decision-making structures, unless they commit themselves and commit resources. So what we are saying is that a national constitution that considers women, and not only that, a budget that is gender responsive.
Energy and Environment Concern for Zambia has charged that energy plays an important role in stimulating economic development in the country. EECZ coordinator Benny Ndonyo says energy is important and without it a country can find difficulties to stimulate economic activities. Mr. Ndonyo adds that there is need for companies to come up with strategies on how to save energy and help the economy grow. He adds that government has done a lot towards energy saving and this has helped set pace for development. Mr. Ndonyo was speaking in an interview with Prime TV in Lusaka during a consultative meeting on energy. He indicates that there is need for all stakeholders to help government preserve energy.
Remember, energy is a stimulant to economic development, and without energy there is no economic development. We do appreciate the efforts that are being made by the government in trying to stimulate economic development in rural areas via the Rural Electrification Authority, but I think there's a lot more that we need to do. We as stakeholders, how can we complement government in their efforts to stimulate this? And I think the stakeholders have come together so that we map out a strategy on how we're going to complement government efforts in achieving this effort. At the end of the day, actually what we want to do, first we want to see a lot of stakeholders that are, you see, it's a pity in Zambia, there are very few people that, very few organizations that are playing a key role in the pushing the energy agenda forward.
We now go for our first break. Join us for more interesting stories right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. Money. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Send your money instantly. Safety is guaranteed. It don't matter how far it is. It reaches safe and quickly. Pay your water bills immediately. And also pay for DSTV. Or top up airtime real quickly. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Hi, I am Mr. Money, and I bring you Airtel Money, the fastest, safest way to send money, pay bills, top up, and more. With Airtel Money, you can do more instantly.
Airtel Money. Simple, secure, instant.
Girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Potato sticks, freaky fries. Get that awesome crunch.
Welcome back. Zambia police has denied sending intelligence officers to conduct a search on the former Justice Minister Winter Kawimba's office. Police acting public relations officer Esther Katongo says the Zambia police will investigate the people behind the act. She has refused as false reports by the Post newspaper that police officers conducted a police search at Mr. Winter Kawimba's office. Ms. Katongo adds that whenever police conduct such searches, everything is done in a professional and transparent manner. She said this in a press statement released to Prime TV in Lusaka. Over 1,500 waste bins are to be mounted around the city of Lusaka to control the dumping of waste. Network for Sanitation Concerns and Solutions, NESCOS, working in partnership with Auction Auto, has implemented a 57,000 kwacha pilot project that will complement the local authority in removing recycled waste in Lusaka. NESCOS Director Lloyd Siame says the project will identify waste that can be recycled and used in manufacturing of valuable products. We have more in the following report.
Indiscriminate dumping of waste has continued to be a source of concern, with the local authority placing waste bins around the city of Lusaka in a bid to manage waste, a situation that has proved to be uncontrollable despite the council's efforts. However, in revamping the council's efforts, the community-based organization Network for Sanitation Concerns and Solutions, in partnership with Action Auto, has launched a 57,000 kwacha project that will see a mounting of 1,500 waste bins around the city of Lusaka. NESCO's director, Lloyd Siame, says the project will involve the separation of organic and recyclable waste, such as bottles and plastics, for use to manufacture other essential commodities.
NESCOS intends to install 1,500 bins in the city of Lusaka. Of course, the installation is already started. The waste recycle bin project consists of 5 major objectives. First, being the installation of 50-liter recycle bin on street poles. And these bins are labeled plastic, paper, cans, and glass for easy identification.
And Action Auto Managing Director Mike Bentley has observed that the country can benefit economically if waste is seen as an opportunity to create wealth.
Recycling contributes to the economy. This is because recycling conserves resources and saves money, creates jobs, and even generates revenue. In turn, recycling is also a form of patriotism, because we are helping our country save money and reduce our dependence on other countries for raw material.
But Zambezi Paper Mills Limited Director Raju Sharma has argued that waste management will never be controlled, as it still remains a challenge as the community still waste bins. He has challenged NESCO's and Action Auto to consider other methods of controlling waste and coming up with workable initiatives to recycle waste.
I believe it's a very elementary at the moment to educate to everybody that, hey, this bin is for this, because you cannot have somebody overlooking that 24 hours. Somebody will go and throw something or mix it in a bin. You take it. Where will you take it? Where will you sort it? Because we as a recycler will be very keen in taking the paper from those bins. But where will those bins go? How will they be picked up, removed, offloaded, brought back, separated? That is a question. And we are very much interested in this project.
This system has worked in other countries, and one is yet to see if the same will be seen in Zambia. Martha Namanje, Prime TV News, Lusaka.
Thank you very much, Martha Namanje, for bringing us that report. The Southern African Center for the Constructive Resolution of Disputes, SACOD, has advised traditional leaders in the country to be sources of unity as opposed to being sources of disunity among their subjects. SACOD Executive Director Boniface Chembe says traditional leaders are fathers and mothers of everyone, regardless of their political affiliation, hence the need for them to welcome all subjects. Ms. Chembe says different governments will execute different projects during their tenure, which traditional leaders should note and appreciate without being seen to malign with any other government. Before we take our second break, we now give you the update on how the kwacha is doing on the market. We now take a second break. Join us for foreign news right after that.
Apple Max. Take it to the max.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique? 100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness. Chipsy potato chips. We know you'll love them.
Welcome back, and now in foreign news. U.S. military forces have carried out an operation against Al-Shabaab fighters in Somalia Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby has said there were no further details immediately available. The U.S. military assistance comes as Somalia's army and African Union troops are continuing a major offensive against the armed fighters. In the north of the country, security forces say they have captured district in the Hiran region without a single shot being fired, according to Al Jazeera. Government forces are also eyeing to capture the seaside port of Barawi, El Shabaab's official headquarters south of Mogadishu. And now, finally, in the news. The political crisis in Pakistan has taken another violent turn as anti-government protesters stormed the state broadcaster's building in the capital. A group of several hundreds demonstrators broke through a government-erected roadblock, storming the Pakistan television building and forcing broadcasters' Urdu and English news channels off air for 45 minutes. The protesters also occupied advanced positions near the Prime Minister's official residency. Soldiers from the Pakistan Rangers Force have since cleared the PTV building and are keeping protesters from entering key government buildings. We monitored Al Jazeera in the following reports.
The US has confirmed it carried out a drone strike against Al-Shabaab rebels in southern Somalia. The Somali government says Al-Shabaab's leader was the target. There are reports at least 6 armed fighters were killed. Angry relatives of Iraqi army recruits have broken into the parliament building inside Baghdad's protected green zone. They were demanding to know the fate of relatives who surrendered to the Islamic State group in the battle for Tikrit, which happened in June. In Syria, the rebel group holding 45 UN peacekeepers has issued demands for their release. The Nusra Front says it wants to be taken off the UN terror list and also to receive compensation for 3 fighters killed in a shootout with UN forces. The Fijian soldiers were captured in the Golan Heights last week. Pakistan's parliament has thrown its support behind the Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. 2 opposition groups are calling for him to go. They claim Sharif rigged last year's elections. In Ukraine, more than 1 million people have been displaced, according to the UN Refugees Agency. Over 800,000 have sought refuge in Russia. There's been more heavy fighting in recent days, with separatists making gains against the Ukrainian army. Now, for several weeks, tens of thousands of Houthis have held protests in the capital Sana'a. The group have fought for years for more representation. On Monday, their leader called for increased civil disobedience until their demands are met. A British envoy has visited Libya's parliament at its new base in the eastern town of Tobruk. It's a show of support against a rival assembly which was set up by armed groups who seized the capital Tripoli last month. 20 people have died in fighting between the rival militias.
And as we end the news, we now take a look at what made the headlines. Zambians storm Zambia consulate in DRC demanding for money. Zambia police deny searching Winter Kabimba's office. Political circus has taken root in PF, charges MMD. And in foreign news, US officials target El Shabaab in Somalia. That's just about what we had on our news. But as I go, I leave you with the weather report, courtesy Zambia Meteorological Department. Bye-bye for now.
potato sticks, freaky fries. Get that awesome crunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. Money. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Send your money instantly. Safety is guaranteed. It don't matter how far it is. It reaches safe and quickly. Pay your water bills immediately. And also pay for DSTV. Or top up airtime real quickly. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Hi, I am Mr. Money, and I bring you Airtel Money, the fastest, safest way to send money, pay bills, top up, and more. With Airtel Money, you can do more instantly.
Airtel Money. Simple, secure, instant.